Now, you mentioned that it was important that these issues get decided, whether it's official capacity or personal capacity, the fact that the Supreme Court took up the issue, even though, as you mentioned, it was very detailed, the determination by the appellate court. But there are some observers and analysts who say this is a win for Donald Trump, no matter what, because it has delayed the trial. And even if it does get pushed back to the district court judge and she again rules against his side, that there is sort of a benefit, there's been a win for him in terms of the election. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you'll remember that Jack Smith, special counsel, had asked the Supreme Court on an accelerated timetable to take up this case and deal with the immunity issue back in the fall, and the Supreme Court declined to do that. And then to turn around and take up the case after the DC Circuit has rendered its decision, it does kind of make it look like the court is going out of its way to delay matters. And I certainly don't think all 9 justices had any such motive, but one does wonder about the motive of some of the justices on the court. And it's very concerning to me that this matter would end up delaying the trial and as well as dovetailing so tightly with the timetable for the election. It's very disturbing to think of an election happening in November alongside the possible beginning of a trial in the January 6th matter. Because, first of all, as a matter of justice, no criminal trial ought to be mixed in with politics. Justice ought to be blind with regard to electoral politics. And second of all, it will really be used in the election and weaponized, as they say, by former President Trump, I assume. I don't see President Biden weaponizing this trial. He's been staying far away from it. But I fear that it will be weaponized by former President Trump on the campaign trail, and it could really up the ante in terms of the level of rhetoric and possible violence that we all have reason to be concerned about in the wake of the last January 6th when there was violence.